Ginny and I have been together 22 years. We've shared a busy life, raising a son, juggling careers and family life. And in 2008, we were legally married. And it was one of the most joyful days of our life. Our love and commitment was celebrated by friends and family around the country. But our marriage didn't provide us the same securities that other marriages provide families. And as we get older and we own a home together and we look at Social Security, we don't have the same ways of protecting each other as we get older. And then we sit and try to figure out our taxes, and we're married in California, but we're single with the federal government. And it's confusing, it's cumbersome, and it's simply unnecessary. And so those are the tangible reasons, but there's the intangible part of my federal government not recognizing my family.
I recognize her. The love of my life for 22 years, and as Polly said, raising our son together. And I remember when he said, when you grow up as a little kid, what you want is the right lunch and the right family. Those are the two things that a young kid wants, and that was something that he had to confront growing up, that his family wasn't quite the same, wasn't quite right.
Like all straight couples, gay and lesbian couples view marriage as a public expression of the private commitment that we make to the one that we love. It's a lifelong commitment of love and respect and fidelity and responsibility. But it's more than that. Marriage is also a very important tool and institution to protect our families. And as Senator Gillibrand mentioned, Rob and I have 5 wonderful children, all adopted at birth. Still can't believe it, but our oldest kid somehow is 25 years old now, and we've got a 21-year-old, 17-year-old, and identical twin girls that are 16. Rob and I have been together for more than 3 decades. We were legally married in Connecticut in 2009 on our 29th anniversary.
There are tens of thousands of legally married same-sex couples in the United States, and more than 18,000 in my state of California alone. These couples live their lives like all married people. They share financial expenses, they raise children together, and they care for each other in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, and until death do them part. But here's the rub. Right now, because of DOMA, these couples cannot take advantage of federal protections available to every other married couple in this country. For example, they can't file joint federal income taxes and claim certain deductions. They can't receive spousal benefits under Social Security. They can't take unpaid leave under the Family and Medical Leave Act when a loved one falls seriously ill. And they can't obtain the protections of the estate tax law when one spouse passes and wants to leave his or her possessions to another. So it's important that we right this wrong.
It's about fairness. It's about allowing loving, committed couples to be together and to be able to have a marriage. The right to get married and start a family is a basic human right. A right that must be shared by all Americans. Every loving, committed couple in America deserves this right, and no politician should stand in their way. Marriage is the foundation for strong families. It gives couples the base they need to build a long-lasting life together, start a family, raise children, and put their children on a successful path for their future.
We're not, through the repeal of DOMA, building a new wall. We are proposing to tear one down. What we're saying is that those who are married in states that allow it should be seen as married by the federal government, and that sexual orientation simply should not be a factor in a person's access to equality and opportunity in this country, and that discrimination should not be the policy of our federal government. This is not the first time a repeal of DOMA has been introduced, but I hope it will be the last.
This issue is of such profound importance that all of us, I think, are searching for the right words to articulate how historic and significant this movement is, and it is a movement. Repealing DOMA will put the United States on the right side of history.